Welcome to Jones News, your news provider. Okay, guys, welcome to our first episode of A Summit Seat. And tonight we are featuring missing Clarendon teacher Natalie Dawkins. Now, we don't have to go back into a backstory because everybody by now, unless you're dead, is not aware of what has transpired over the past, say, week and a half. So on Tuesday, March 30, 2021, Natalie Dawkins was reported missing. She was found today in an advanced state of decomposition in Sandy Bay, Clarendon. Tonight I'm joined by one of my friends, Marcus, as we look back on this dark day in our country's history. Welcome, Marcus.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so, we look at Natalie Dawkins, an educator, somebody who has contributed so much and would still have been contributing to the development of our country. It is said that she was a teacher for 20 years. I've been looking at it and I'm like, if she was teaching even 30 students per year in a form class, she would have already impacted at least, 600 lives. So she would have made doctors, teachers, lawyers, policemen, soldiers, and the list goes on. And here comes these unprogressive elements in society. Them look how idiot boy who come and decided that, listen, whatever it was, because the police are now saying that they're looking at it as if it was connected to her side job with her being a bailiff. They have to investigate all the avenues. But regardless of the avenue, here was somebody that was contributing to the development of our nation that is no longer with us. Marcus, what do you have to say about this?
Well, to all me see it, the system that we have presently on this island really needs to change, because what we're having now are young men who I don't even want to say that they don't have any hope, because they choose to follow this kind of lifestyle. And for them now, especially this young man, and I figure more or less the ones that they have arrested don't look any much different from him. This boy Jeff Bedward, how he looks, to know that he has done nothing on this island. He has done nothing to contribute to society, and to come now and take out this woman, it is really something depressing.
If I should go back to the Bible.
Stop.
If I should go back to the Bible, I remember when Job, not comparing this man to Job, but when Job was going through his affliction and him said, it was better for me not to be born. I think it would have been so much better, society would have been so much better for these boys not to have even entered, to even see the light of day. The mother said that our son don't look like a criminal.
Him not look like bad somebody.
Him not look like nobody were bad. And from what I have seen, I don't know if she blind, because probably she's blind because I have not met her. But she must blind that she not see him, because from what I have seen, the pictures, the gun pose, the bleach outness, the tattoos, the this, the that, you look on the boy and sister the boy and nothing but one gun back, the boy a criminal.
And the thing about it, what else you can look on to, is that if you look at Jeff Bedward, you cannot picture that boy gainfully employed. You cannot see him in no shape and form or any form of employment. You can't see him even run a taxi, a load truck, a work in a supermarket. Well, we know him as a doctor. So when I look on right now, how can you see this? And you know what, even worse? The fact that the people in our community see this little worm and afraid of him. Look at him now and everybody are going to say him a drive fear in their community. This boy here right now, they should have planned and chop him up, because him should have never really be allowed to blossom into this. Then say indeed and him was a troubled child, he not go to school from him a picnic, and nobody not tap him, nobody not hold him and bust his ass. They just have him a walk up and down in our place and a ton trouble to people, and nobody not stop him.
Until he has now gotten to the point where we are taking out this beautiful lady, leaving her family in mourning, buried her like a dog. She was in an advanced state of decomposition. She never deserved this. There's nobody that deserves this. And this is what our family has to remember her by. Her students, her colleagues have to remember her by. It is sad. It is a sad day.
And really and truly, I think the government now needs to step up and really use some of them boy from in a case with Canis and Robert Fowler and many others, for use some sentencing or something for set some serious example.
Yeah, hold on. Before we even get to that sentencing, you know what hurts? When it was mentioned that, listen, this boy in the community, I put gun in a mango tree. People see him. So we know the persons we in the community, we know who the criminals are. But we live, so listen, me afraid of him, because me not want him to kill me. Listen, if you're afraid to go to the police in your community, go up to the commissioner office.
Call up there.
Call it, call up this. It cannot, because we know who they are. We know who they are, and we sit down and we rump and we don't do anything about it. All we do is come and talk after the fact. What sense does it make? If somebody had said something earlier, probably this lady would have still been alive. Because we don't know if it was a hit. That's whoever sent them. Whoever sent them could have sent somebody else, but at least these reprobates would not have been alive to go there, go take the woman out her house, take out things out her house where she work for, and can't go put in a Freedom house, because Fitzbailey is now saying that televisions were found in Jeff Bedward's house. Or televisions were found there. So I don't know if the laptop over in girlfriend house are way there. But it is so sad that people they saw what he was becoming. They saw it day upon day what he was becoming. No, this little, I don't even know if I call him boy. Look on him. Look on him. Because it must have been a whole heap of them for them take her out of her house. Because that the little boy there, they have to kill me in my house. You hear me say? Because if that the little boy there come for come hold gun for me, pop off in head, they have to shoot me. Me now go down, me now come out of my house, and then carry me some, me go kill me. So it must have been a few of them, because the boy frail. The boy wants some pig milk and molasses, the boy frail. And take the woman out of her house and go dump her away like a dog.
To me, it is just sad. It was like even today, hearing a recording about this man, where say him see this woman and I say, him offer in services as a hitman. If you have nobody at your workplace where you have a problem with, or somebody who want box food out of your mouth, so immediately you have to look on there and say, if you people out there should really know where this woman lives. This woman lives in somewhat of a destination home. You don't just casually pass for your yard for know say she live there. And for know say they went there, it was something intentional. Is either they have something against her, or someone sent them there, because them can't just go there randomly because then someone wishing her yard. Let's face it,
wish them pass on the road.
Because they pass some yard, they want wishing there, and if they go in there, they wish they never did enter the yard there, because enough other things they might buck up in there bigger for them one. So they know where they might go. And if you know, so then go in there and take out the woman. And if them carry her go to that place, at least them could have do it easier than they just carry her there and frighten her and let her go, for she find her way back out, because it's still off the beaten path where then carry her go. And by the time she if you go report it, they would be long gone, and them just have an intention to kill, because they might try to prove a point. And that's where someone had said, the boy said he wanted to be like Duppy Film.
He said that?
Yes, him said, listen, me want to be like him. He wanted his name to be called like that man one. Incidentally, it never did, because he never get feel wanted.
But his name is still being called, eh?
And it called with scorn. And to think that right now, everybody else in that woman, the family, they're in the yard tonight, a ball, can't sleep, can't eat.
They have been crying for a few days now.
It just not right.
Our colleagues have been crying for a few days now. Our students have been crying for a few days now.
To the building of society. The police officers, Mr. Fitzbailey, ACP Fitzbailey, that is investigating this. His life was impacted by a teacher. The Prime Minister, there is no one on this island who is doing something today that has not been impacted by a teacher.
Yeah, but even Jeff Bedward, you know, at some stage in a film life.
He drunk when he want to go to school. You know, you then said then that you look film because in top go to school. How can you have a little picnic and them and say, he never want to go to school? The boy
but you know what happens is, when you hear the father come out and blame the mother, You know that we have a lot of single parents, mothers, but a mother cannot
raise
a son.
No.
Cannot raise a son. And I know some ladies are not going to agree with me, but it is a fact. A mother cannot raise a son. You see some boys sometimes and they say, a boy look like them people. But it's just because it was raised by a mother. So certain values and attitudes we need to learn has to be taught by his dad.
Yeah, because sometimes you even have some picnic, you know. See about some boy grow up with a stepfather and end up walk like him, talk like him, and people think of him picnic, you know.
Yeah, because he develop all of the traits.
And I see him think
he emulate the person, so him start to behave and want to be that person. So when you hear the father come out and I blame the mother, it is not only the mother's fault. If him now, what the father say, him tell police to come for him. Fathers have to be more. What should I say? Proactive. Yes.
And be dominant.
Because if you're a boy and you feel boy from you start, then say bend the tree from it young. But you can't expect so when the tree grow up and start to blossom, then you want to cut it down. It now makes sense.
Especially
if you want a tree to grow lean, you have to bend it from the young so it grow in another shape.
Yeah, man,
you can't grow up tall and then you try to bend it. It don't work like that. So we have to come together. So we need to come together.
The thing tonight, where me I look on right now, is that we're talking about this, but where do we go from here? What do we do? Do we come back again and mourn over something else and we talk about it? Yes, we sometimes look around and we try to blame the wrong people. We agree, say yes, police for the police work, but sometimes people need to understand that you cannot police an area or a place without the citizens.
Community has to work with the police.
Yes, because the police come and he asks questions. And when people don't
you're going to hear some of them say now that, but police can't name to bad man.
Which is true, because let's face it, you know.
Remember, that is indeed a fact.
Remember, say most police, if not all, are poor people picnic, turn police.
And they come out a lot of them come out of very poor communities.
Almost every police come from the ghetto and they understand ghetto runnings. They know things. Now, when a report is sent, if a report is sent to the commissioner's office, you sure say reach there, you know. No, you can sit down and rest assured your name and go call back. And something might be done. Because if the commissioner send directives to that station, say, go down there so at that point and whatever, let's face it, sometimes the police, they mix up to and then we go there and go one man before. But the police, they need a special force when certain things, certain information is sent and them get it. To go in and override. So even when the police them from that area see them, not even them no know them don't come there. Because sometimes you book up the same police them panic corners where them never fit there. But them need to do something because this cannot continue. It don't make no sense because really and truly crime costs too much.
When you look at it, they killed Angelo Garwood that was contributing. Now they have killed, and we're just talking about since recently, there have been hundreds of people who are making a positive impact on the country that have been killed. But this one touched me because I have so many friends that are teachers, so many family members that are teachers, and teachers made a difference in my life.
Teachers have made a difference.
So this has really life. I've been following the story because I was so praying, even though I know it was so long and the chances of finding her was slim. But I was just praying that she was just tied up somewhere.
You know what?
I did feel hungry or something. You know, just find her somewhere.
When you look,
it hurts.
You see, everybody who went on that crime scene today, every one of them was impacted by a teacher. You will see police stand up there, and the next police never did impact in life. You will see cameraman did it, and one of the police never impact in life, but a teacher did. The driver will even drive somebody go there, couldn't end up a drive without a teacher, you know. Everybody will did it, so you know. Me where they attack, you will listen tonight. And to think that they really this something did this.
Because 3 other persons have now been taken into custody.
Now that we are now sure that they have the right person, because where they found that body, they could not have found it without information from whoever did it. more want to know if this person now will be getting a discount for really. What them always I say?
You plead guilty at the first chance available or whatever it is.
It's not right, because listen, you can't get no discount for this. And let's face it, people, me hear people all the while I talk about say yes, they have to bring back a death penalty. But let me tell you this. Sometimes death too good for some people. You don't need to understand this, you know. You see, sometimes when you get up and you're quick to say you're going to kill somebody, sometimes they want dead too, you know. Because when the reality come back on some of them, they can't live with themselves. You need to preserve them, make them remember it, and they need to go under hard labor. They need to work for them stay. Me see too much things when there's some video where prisoner did it. A kin then teeth drink Hennessy. And then sitting in a prison.
Some of them never drink when in the road, you know?
No. Oh. So that's why enough of them I got you with trouble for go there. And they have internet, them I watch Netflix, then they on porn site, they don't miss nothing.
They must send out WhatsApp messages.
Yes.
Women are sending stuff to them.
As a matter of fact, sometimes they're even up to date on certain show, and it's season them, they sit down and watch it. They know what going.
So it's a really paid vacation.
Yes.
Because you have to pay somebody for watch them.
Yes, and
you have to provide them with meals. You have to provide them with shelter. And all of us are doing this.
We the taxpayers have to pay for it.
So them need to be working to sustain themselves.
Crime has cost this island a lot of money. People need to understand that, you know, it is crime that is costing us so much. If you look where it cost the other day, I remember the man from Cornwall Regional.
The SMO. It was the SMO that was talking.
Free. And he was talking about what it cost to treat one gunshot wound. And you tell me now, say at the same time, people who no did it and no hear certain song I play, everybody I jump up about, yo, I just lyrics. Lyrics, what man? Who no need to understand, say, listen me. It is sowing a certain kind of thing. You might consider that it does not contribute to crime because you can separate
you're on that point. I remember looking at Jeff Bedward photos and who he wanted to be like.
Sparta boss.
All right.
He was on Instagram and I talk about them can't stop Sparta. So we have to look at now. He might have never ever met him. But him just feel like him affiliate himself with it because he feels like part and parcel to this. Because he wants to really know that is where he sees someone to emulate and want to be like. We need to stop this, nip it in the bud.
So, you know, it is really a sad day. Really a sad day. I don't think there's anybody that has not somehow gotten drawn to Natalie Dawkins the few days that she has been missing, and to find out now that this beautiful young lady has been found in an advanced state of decomposition. Her body parts were scattered. Can you imagine? I don't think the family will, it's not even a thing, they'll never ever get over this. They'll never get over this. Why? Because there was one person that was seen doing wrongs, one person that was observed in a community with a gun. People were living in fear of this boy. And his bad friend, as his aunt said, and it was not reported. We somehow have to come out of this mindset where I'm afraid me dead. Because we all have to die one day. We all have to die one day. You're not going to give out your life carelessly, but we all have to die one day.
You notice how people
and we need to somehow start to speak up, because the next life that we save may be ours or our relatives. So now talk back to him and tell what you think about as so we see it. As so we see it, or as so we see it. Blessings and love. JONZ News.